Good morning, everybody, and happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? If you're here with me in the Discord or in the YouTube chat, let's hear it. Good morning to GC Wolf, Acumen, GMC, Potamus, Driss, Liquid Flows, Chris, Acumen, Mike, Kelpie Ventures, Big G, Apex, SW, Kirsten, RTR, Amateur Genius, Waleed, Luna, Midland Trader, Raymond, Astro Nerd, Scorpion Futures, Kenko. Good morning, Anthony. Good morning, Twin Trades, A Trades, Big Sexy, Mixter, Air Bear, Silent NW, Z, Sylvia, Ken, J, Bird, Ramezla, Acumen, WD, Darren, Jacoby. Good morning, DV8 West Coast Gunner. Good morning. We also have here Mohammed, Mark, Cambo, Ain't Much, But It's Honest Work, Epic Gamer, Lucho, and Gia, Moose, Frank, Greg, Daniel, Byron, Tame Tiger, Toasted, Evelyn, Angel, Introspective Deliverance, Shmita, Polsky Trader, KG Dana, Mario, McNasty, Enzo Trader, Barefoot, Greenback, Mike B, Logan, Chartwalker. Good morning, Shannon, Cabot, Golden Trades, Bill, Mason, Margella. Good morning, Nathan, Charles, and Gia Fluves, Georgia Dog, Ryan. Good morning, Vinzen. Good morning to our new member here, Enzo Trader, Trading Lizard. Good morning, Shane, Epic Gamer, Trader Page, James, Galaxy Wolf, Byron. Who is Charty B? Charty B, I like that one. Good morning, everybody. How we all doing out there? So, folks, I don't know if you noticed, but there was some movement overnight. There was some movement over the night. There was actually, it's not really that great of news. Unfortunately, there was an escalation in the Middle Eastern conflict, but the initial reports that came out were a little bit exaggerated, and it turns out that it wasn't as bad as everybody initially thought. And once again, we're going back to everything is kind of concluded over there. So we had a pullback in oil that was spiked up, and we had a pullback in the drawdown in the NQ over here that was drawn down heavily on this flushacito here to the downside. So we've seen things kind of bouncing back up here, which is good news for the markets, good news for the world. And we have seen, the tension sort of de-escalating again. The news that was coming out initially was that some nuclear sites in Iran were being targeted by some missile strikes. It turns out there were some aircraft to ground missiles that were being launched, and it wasn't really as bad as they once thought. And there was a lot of over-reporting, over-exaggerations by a lot of different press outlets, Jerusalem Post, Sky News, CNN. But basically, the tensions have de-escalated quite a bit from where we were last night. But good morning, Marnell. Good morning, Cyrus, AU, Robert. Good morning. So, yeah, we did have a lot of fun actually trading this last night. During Coach Dakota's slow market stream on Top Step TV, a lot of folks were up and at 'em here in the Discord, and we were all trading our hearts out, and I saw a lot of folks in here crushing it. Myself, I traded this in two of my Express funded accounts to make a nice profit in those two accounts of about $8,400. I did have a copying issue, which was such an annoyance. I put on a trade on one of my accounts that was supposed to be the leader account. It wasn't the leader account. I closed that trade, went over to my leader account, wasn't copying the account that I just used. So I was only able to use two of my Express funded accounts, and I took a little small haircut loss in one of my Express funded accounts. So it could have been a bigger trade for me had I had my copier working, but it was all happening so fast that I couldn't really navigate around it. So happy to make some money there in my Express funded accounts, $8,400 in two of them, so $4,200 in profit in each of those accounts. So very, very happy about that. Astro Nerd says it was a good night. Yeah, there you go. Good morning, O'Keefe. Good morning, Big Sky. Yeah, so, it was one of those things where if you were playing the momentum and not trying to bounce the market, which is, one of the things that if you're not keen on momentum trading style, you will be looking for the market. It's rolling. And you sit there and you say, well, it can't go any lower. And then lo and behold, there it goes. It gets a little bit lower and a little bit lower. And then we were just rolling and through 5,000 in the S&Ps is what we saw. So going over to our charts here. Right here, the S&Ps rolling through that 5,000 level. And yeah, the Clubhouse levels were working brilliantly last night, and they still are working wonderfully this morning. We are rejecting off of 50, 44, spot 50. in the S&Ps here, and 50-20 is kind of where the baseline is for the market here. So we don't have any news that's going to be coming out this morning that's going to be moving the market around. Absolutely zero, 100% zero news. We do have some Mexican data that came out about 5 minutes ago. It was the Mexico February retail sales. Seeing if I even got a print on that here. Let's see. Retail sales in Mexico month over month, 0.4% in the positive. The estimate was meant to be flat year over year, 3.0%. So consumers are strong in Mexico right now. That is the only news release that I have slated. There are no bond auctions today, no fixie auctions, no treasury notes, nothing going in the auctions. The only piece of news that we have today is that Austin Goolsbee is going to be speaking at 10:30 this morning. And keep in mind, he is not a voting member, but he can move the market here. So that's the only one thing that we have. It is Mopex Friday, which means that all of the monthly options are going to be expiring today. So that could add in some volatility. But I think that most traders are going to be digesting what happened last night and look for more positioning today, as well as being prepared for the FOMC meeting in May, and then trying to trade around Mopex. So Mopex can bring us a couple different scenarios where we could very well just end up chopping around this range right here pretty much all day long. We could end up just going up and down and up and down and chopping in this range here all day long and not really having a nice, meaningful breakout. One of the things that will make this difficult too is that you'll have traders on both sides kind of trying to position themselves. So you have a lot of traders who think that this is a good value, and then a lot of traders saying, well, there's more Middle Eastern conflict on the horizon. We should be shorting this thing. It should be much lower. There's a lot of folks that are going to have disagreement on the price here. And it's going to be very, very difficult to trade the session if we have a sticky session. I am pretty much swearing off that I'm going to be trading any of my XFAs today. I will be sticking to probably some combines. I have some combines that are decently close to passing. I might trade those, but I just can't find myself wanting to trade my XFAs because the last thing I'd want to do is give away my profits and having myself go into the weekend where it would just feel awful. I would feel terrible giving back my profits from last night, because last night it's a unique event. It's a unique trading event. For me to be actually up at that time and trading that stuff was a great coincidence, and I was happy to be there and to be able to nail those trades when I did. If I was to give that back in some chop today, I would feel like a real knucklehead. And it's Friday. It's not like, I'm going to carry that emotional baggage all through Friday evening, Saturday, Sunday. It's just not going to be fun. So I'm happy to be locking my profits. Now, for you folks that did trade last night during Globex, and this is for anybody who traded from 6 p.m. on today, do remember that if you're trading in a combine, or I guess only combines, if you're trading in a combine, yesterday's price action, last night's price action is still today's price action, meaning that if you made halfway of your goal for your combine, you can't trade it again today and try to make even more money. It's the same exact trading day. Remember, the trading day resets every single day at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and then it goes until 4:10 p.m. the next day. So if you're thinking that you traded last night on your combine and you can continue trading that same combine today, if you made that profit target goal, the 50% goal, you can't do that. So think about that when you're trading today. Make sure you're looking at your actual realized profit and loss. So if it's not zeroed out right now, that means that you're carrying the balance from Globex trades last night. So a big piece of advice for you folks out there. We are going to be doing some giveaways today, so please pump up those likes here, folks. Would really, really appreciate it if we could get those likes pumped up so we can get a poll going, and then eventually get some giveaways going here. We have right now about 171 likes. Let's get it pumped up to 500. We'll do the poll here. So do remember too, what's really, really important on a day like today, psychology-wise, when you're looking at the market move here, let's just go to our chart over here. When you're looking at this type of market move, this was the move that happened overnight. That's on the 4 hour. So let's go to a 1 minute so we can get really granular here. But this is the move that happened last night. I mean, this is a tremendous move. I was short from, which was the kerfuffle I was short from? Right here. So I was short right here, and my average was 445. I was short from right here. So I was like short from right from the break. I know some folks that were short from Globex Open. Imagine if you had held that all the way to Globex Open. It kind of begs the question, when do you close? Because if you're still holding that, I mean, imagine if you shorted from Globex here, and then you're sitting here and you still haven't closed your position yet, oh man, that's going to be causing you a whole heck of a lot of FOMO. I won't pretend like I haven't been there before. It's an awful feeling. But that's kind of that whole thing where it's like, how do you know when to close a position? Well, that's why we have Clubhouse levels to navigate us around. But yeah, this was the move last night. So if you missed this move, which I'm sure a lot of you folks did because it's a precarious time to be trading. A lot of folks only trade, pre-market New York session and so forth. A lot of people just avoid slow markets and the Globex session in general. But if you missed this move, the last thing that you want to be doing is sitting here on a Friday and saying, well, we're going to get a big old move today. There's nothing that's saying that we can't just get this to go like this pretty much for the rest of the day because of Globex because of Mopex. Or even just something like this where it's just choppy garbage and we don't get any breakouts, or we look like we're getting a breakout and then it's a fake out, looks like we're getting a breakdown, fakes back out. There's a lot of things on Mopex, and especially after a big move in price like that, you can't have a lot of folks that are offsides and trying to defend those positions where it won't really respect a lot of the technical analysis. So keep that in mind today. If you miss the move, you miss the move. There's going to be plenty more moves in the market in your career, in your trading career, that will continue to come. And it's not that big of a deal. It's just one move, one event. There's so much happening in the world all the time. There's always going to be more opportunities for you on the table there. Bruce says, I'm going to trade 5 micros today and only give myself $300 worth of wiggle room. Don't want to ruin the weekend with losing too much of this week's profit. See, there you go. Bruce is on the pocket right there. Where did we close at? I think I closed somewhere in this range here initially, and then I tagged it again short on a one lot, closed it here, tagged it again, and I think I closed towards the bottom there on that one lot. But here, let me show you folks what we're working with over here. This is what we're working with right here. So haven't traded any of my combines this morning, and I can't show my P&L because it's from yesterday. So I can't show like an accurate P&L, but this is the P&L that we have today. Is we'll just call it $8,400 there on our Express Funded, which is great. We've been crushing it this week on our Express Funded. Yesterday we traded that live. We got 5,000 across the 3 accounts. And then earlier in the week, I think it was on Wednesday. What do we do on Wednesday? Like another $7,000 on Wednesday. So we're killing it. I mean, it's been a great week, feeling in the pocket here in our XFAs, and I just want to keep getting those pumped up more and more. So very, very happy with that. But again, going back to what we're talking about here, you just really don't want to go into the day with very, very hungry eyes, because you're going to get smacked in the face. I mean, one of the hardest things to do as a trader is to control your emotions, especially when you miss a move. So for instance, let's just go back to the 4 hour here. The move that I missed that I was pretty sour about during this week was back on Monday, was this move right here. I believe this is Monday, right? The 20 or the 15th. Let's see. Yeah, this is Monday. So I was out of my office basically for this whole move. And this is like a bread and butter setup for me. This is just, this is like a trend break right here. It's a nice trend break, and it's just a continuous move. So if we go into like the 5-minute chart here, you could see that it was just like continually straight down here. And this is really my bread and butter setup. I would have at least tagged it right there, but I was out of office, so I couldn't do it, and I'm not going to trade from my phone. So I was feeling the heat about missing that move, but I didn't trade with those emotions. So even somebody who's been doing this for as long as I have been doing this for a decade, it really still does get to you from time to time where you'll have, these moves where, it breaks here and you want to get that move and you're just not able to do it. And it's very similar to what we saw last night. So if you were wanting to trade a move that was extraordinary last night, I mean, what is this? This is 500 down to basically 160. So you're talking about a 400 or a 340 point move there. That's a big move. This was a big move. It's hard not to get FOMO, even as a long-term trader that you've been doing this for a while. It's hard not to get FOMO. So one of the things that you can do is just condition yourself, understand that these moves will come. I was really upset and sour that I didn't hit this move, but I certainly didn't bring that energy into the following days of trade. I think I even took, Tuesday I didn't trade my XFAs specifically because of that. And then Wednesday, came back, traded my XFAs, made $7,000. Thursday made $5,000, and then today up $8,400. So yeah, just going into it day by day, not bringing yesterday's luggage into it, and just goes back to saying, if you missed this move right here, if you're coming into the day expecting that we're going to have a big old move like that, maybe we do, but you don't want to be expecting that. You want to expect that you're just going to trade your best, trade your heart out. And if you're in the pocket, great, it'll happen. But if you're not in the pocket and you're trying to force the move, it's less likely that that's going to happen for you. It's less likely that you're going to get what you're looking for, and you'll probably end up blowing an account. And you don't want to do that. Go into today with either if you can't control your emotions trying to oh, I missed that move, I really need to nail a trade, reel back those emotions. Like right now, I have an account that's only down $593. I could trade that XFA, but why would I want to do that? Because I know myself so well that if I was going to trade any of my XFAs right now and give back any of that profit, that's all I'd be thinking about this weekend. That's all I'd be thinking about. So, that's kind of where you want to be framing your mindset on all of this. So S&Ps are pushing up here. Let's look at the NQ where we are navigating. We are really sending it here. Is anybody long in the NQ right now? I am curious. We are just fluffing up right now on full air. Let's see here. Mixture is in from 500. Acumen in from 87. GV is in as well. Nice. Anybody else here? Edgar says, almost blew 2 of my Apex PA yesterday trying to find the bottom. Yeah, see, and that's the thing is that it can be very, very difficult to do that, right? It can be very, very difficult. Long from 499 halves. Nice work there, JB. Manpreet is in as well. Caught it long from 484 to 501. Nice work there. Coach Grizz is in at 485. Very, very nice. Yeah, we are definitely getting a nice little perk up here. Seeing if we have any kind of pullback that I could actually long into. And again, I'd be trading this. I'm going to be trading this in combines here. And I would probably be doing this pretty light and tight. I think Coach Dakota is actually going to be on Top Step TV today. So it should be interesting to watch that program after we finish up here on our stream and see what's going on over there. I'm curious to see how what the P&Ls were overnight in that move. What's funny about it is that if I would have went full size, and I was able to copy all 3 of my accounts without fumbling the ball and selecting the wrong account initially, and I was going full size, which would be 45 contracts, right? 15 contracts per account. Do you know how much money you could have made on a move like that? It's absolutely insane. So 45, and let's just call it that. So I could have made $288,000 on that move right there. $288,000 on that little move right there. I mean, not little, but like, just a move like that. Think about that. If you're feeling out of the pocket, you just have to have the right place, right time, right confirmation on a trade and the right amount of confidence that if you nail a trade like that, I mean, you can absolutely make it happen. So I wonder if anybody made like over 200 grand on that trade there. I'm curious if any of the live traders did that. So we'll have to see on Top Step TV today if any of that happened there. That's unhealthy. The coulda, woulda, shoulda mindset. Yeah, exactly. And that's what causes a lot of FOMO in people. It really gets people going for FOMO here. So let's see if we want to be jumping into this, targeting maybe 537 to the top side here. I am watching the price action on my end, seeing if there's anything worth tagging up here to the long side. We did have those beautiful bottoming wicks there on the 15-minute right there at that 480 level there. Oh, yeah, go ahead and add to the FOMO. Yeah. Well, the reason why I want to discuss it is that, if you miss the move, you want to go over all of the perspectives, then that should fire you up for next time. Next time doesn't mean right now in this moment. You shouldn't be pushing the gas and trying to go for it. By the way, we're going to go long here. Let me bring this down a little bit here. Where's my stop? I like my stop there. I'm going to move it up just a smidge there. So I'm looking for this breakout above 517 halves. And I do want to see if we can get a buy down here. If we actually bring that limit down, like right there, 510 halves. Be happy to fill another contract there. If we do have a nice flat top breakout here of 518s, this could be a nice strong move up towards 537 halves. Julian says, logs in, looks at chart, looks at VIX, sizing down today. I like that, Julian. Very, very smart. Chino is long. Good luck to you, Chino. To the tick. There you go. Nice. Hey, Rips, if you're already long, would you add here? Yeah, for that breakout, flat top breakout, I think that's a good adding area. There you go. Nice little breakout to the top side there. That's your flat top breakout. Now we have to see if we have a continuation that just could be a stop run above that flat top breakout there. Looking for shorts, patience. I like that, Andrew. Take it nice and slow. So that might have been a little flat top seeking of liquidity there, but let's see if we get a retest. Right now, coming back down. I would actually like to move that down a little bit right there. Julius says that little ES move got me to my daily target on my 50K. Hey, there you go. Let's go, buddy. Nice job there. Hello, Rips. I passed 3 combines and kept to activate for next week. What I noticed, the combines I passed on my account, is this normal? I don't understand the question. Sorry, the accounts disappeared. Yeah, if you pass combines, they should disappear. What are you going to trade? If you pass them, there's not much left to trade, right? Not understanding the long, we're at a pivot point in the NQ. I don't know, James. I guess I'm just gambling and hoping for the best. Good morning there, Sir Noodles. Rips, I'm over daily profit by 50 cents. Need to lose? Nah, you're fine. You're fine. They usually show past they're no longer there. I mean, I don't know. Would you show your 30-second chart? This is the 30-second chart right here. This is it. This is the one. I guess we need to be a little bit more zoomed in for you there. There we go. So yeah, looking for this continuation on this flat top breakout here. I want to see, yeah, there we go. Nice bursting up. A good thing we didn't listen to James there. So up 200 here on this one. And let's see if we can have a little bit of push up here to 530. Still kind of showing some volume here to the top side. Just hit my 5 days, 200 trades. Nice work there, Daniel. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see if we can have this push up above 525s here. Actually, remove that and then get this right here just to lock in case we don't get this breakout above 525 here. But yeah, this could be a failed breakout above that level. We're targeting 537 to the north side here, which is about, 12 handles away from us. I would like to see this breaking out into that 530 level there. Target is 537 halves to the top side. That's where we'd really like to see this thing boot, scoot, and boogie here. I'm sure this has been asked a million times. This is blue and red VWAP say that's hourly high, hourly low. It's hourly. Let's see if we can break out into these 530s now. That's what I'm looking for here. Nice little breakout into the 530s. There we go. Nice little push up there. And there we go. Beautiful, beautiful resolution here to the top side. And I will be taking this off once we get up to that 537 area. Watching here. Nice boot, scoot, and boogie there to the north side. And I'm just going to pull that off right there. So that'll put us in the green a little bit there on those top step combines. Show you what this looks like since the P&L is just kind of busted over here. But this is what we're working with right now. Right here, right now. Let me see what it actually will show here. Oh, it shows us what we're up in our combines. $921 there in our combines. Anybody else get that flat top breakout trade? Anybody? That's what we're looking for there. That's what we're looking for. I don't know why we'd long there either. What a stupid long that was. Good thing our gamble worked out. My goodness. Good golly. Can't please them all, folks. Can't please them all. Anyway. Did not have my running shoes on. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my. Took 50 with a few micros on my 100K. Nice. So there's your target. 537 right there. Hit it on the nose. Was a nice push to the trend line. There we go. Who was trying to be says, I'm so thankful for gambling correctly. But yeah, we nailed that right there. We got our target right there to the top side. Beautiful, beautiful clubhouse level. Almost kissed right on the nose. Right there. Nice work. And we don't have hungry eyes on that. We were trading a one lot. Just nice and simple, quick and easy there. I would, I hate to say easy, but nice and quick. I like that. There you go. You crazy gambler rips going like, I know. What am I thinking? Good golly. That flat top breakout. Just a terrible setup there. Hit 537, have my TP at 537 halves and didn't hit. Oh, I hate when that happens. I can't stand when that happens. Those Goldman market makers, I tell you, they're watching the stream. They just know. They just know there. Made 12.22 on my XFAs. Nice work there, Martin. Let's go. How to get these levels when you refer to them as Clubhouse levels. They're posted every single day in the morning memo. So I just take them from the morning memo and I put them right in my chart here every single day. Took the long, made 4,500 across 3 150K combines, 3K more to have 6 150K combines. Let's go, Ramon. Nice job. Rips, how do you trade this when there is no real pullback? We look for a small, slight pullback. So on that right there, let's go to the 30 seconds so we can actually see. Right here is the flat top breakout that we're looking for. Right? No, right there. Oh my goodness, why doesn't it ever select that tool? There we go. That's the flat top breakout we're looking for. So buying in that pullback there, and you can see that we have an ascending trend line. If it breaks below that trend line, the trade is negated, and then we're looking for a retest there of that level. So if that happens, but yeah, flat top breakout, eyeing our level for the target, and that's good enough for $900 there. So that's what we're looking for on that style of trade right there. And 30-second chart only so we can see the breaks in liquidity and all that. So back to the 15-minute there, you can see almost kiss right in the nose there. On the 5-minute, there is no pullback. Yeah, that's when you have to tool it down because we're not looking for the longer term targets. Like, yeah, if we look at the 5-minute, there's rarely, you can't really see a pullback. So that's where you have to look at, that's more so when we're looking at the liquidity and Bookmap, pairing it with something on a shorter time frame. We're not trading off of a 30-second, but we're looking for a slight pullback in price because we're still underneath our target. We're anticipating that we will hit our target. And so we're trying to ride that momentum. And this is the flat top breakout that we're looking for there. Should I lose some money on my combine? I made 900 on my profit target. Yes. And folks, the easiest way to lose money on a combine is to just put on a one lot and then just click that reverse button, and you should see your trade P&L go down because you're going to keep paying fees and fees over and over. Just click that reverse button. Reverse, 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 reverse. Oh, no. I don't think James meant that in a disrespectful way either. I'm just having fun. We're having fun here. I think that James was just trying to learn, and hopefully that was some nice educational content there on that. Looking for a flat top breakout, long in there in that area. Looking for that trend to hold. It's a longer term trend. Obviously, if that breaks, we're looking for then this area to buy into. Trend is still holding, by the way. You can see that, my drawings are beautiful here, but we are still holding there. Sounds good. Thank you, Ribs. Yep, absolutely, Aresthesia. Just make sure that you are flipping contracts is what we call that. You buy one and then you just flip it there. Break of equal highs. There you go. Yep. Break of equal highs momentum trade. You nailed it there, GC Wolf. Flat top breakout. One of my favorite setups for momentum. It's a beautiful, beautiful setup there. Rips, is there a cleaner version of Bookmap? Too many people. You can do whatever you want. You can change your settings on it, and you can change the size of the balls. You can change the transparency of them. There's a lot of different settings that you can tweak it with. If it's too many balls for you, then you can absolutely change the amount there. Rips, if you're on the money and click reverse, do you grab the profit, right? Yeah, if you're in the profit and you click reverse, it's going to close your position. So you will realize any profit that you have, although it's not going to fill you very kindly. So it's going to give you one of the worst fills because basically when you press that reverse button, what it's technically doing, let's say you're long one lot, what it's doing is that it depends on your platform, but it will either be generating two orders, which will do sell one and then sell one short, or it will just sell two, which will bring you out of your one in the profit and then another one to the way down. So, and Gia, what was your message here? Did I miss it? Scrolling up here, looking for it. Today I made 10K in my practice account again. Makes me so depressed. Don't be depressed. If you're making that in the practice account, that means that you're just around the corner from doing it in combines and then eventually XFAs. So yeah, the fills on reverses are terrible. You should not be using them, like James says here. They are absolutely garbage. Do not use them. It should never be a strategy. There's nothing valuable in using the reverse button as a strategy. I know, newer traders kind of want to look at that and say, oh, well, all I have to do is when it gets to a pivot point, I just reverse it and then it goes down. I reverse it again. It doesn't work like that. You're going to get the most god-awful fills. And the thing is that you should be trying to use either marketable limit orders or you should be providing liquidity. So as a participant in the market, you have an option of being a maker or a taker of liquidity. So if you're taking liquidity, it's usually at the market. So for instance, if I'm long one contract, I'm going to get out of that by providing liquidity on the offer and getting filled on the offer. That's called being a maker. You're not a taker of liquidity. So you're making liquidity. You actually get benefit if you're trading in the equities market, depending on what type of brokerage that you're running through. You can actually get paid for being a maker of liquidity. And it's not like you make a lot of money, but you can have, if you're trading a lot of volume of shares, you can absolutely make a few $1,000s a day doing it. There's some days when I was trading in small caps where you'd get paid a bunch of money. They're called ECN fees. And you'd get negative ECN fees on the day because you'd be a big maker of the market versus a taker. Now, if you're long one contract and you sell at the market, then you are taking liquidity from the market. You are taking liquidity. You're not making liquidity. You're taking liquidity from the market because you're trying to get the market to match you up. Somebody's making that for you and you're taking that liquidity. So When you're using a passive limit order, you're providing liquidity into the market. So for instance, if I wanted to get long here with a passive order, I would be long on the bid and I would be looking for the bid. If I'm doing it above the actual bid in the market, I'm going to get instantly filled. That's called a marketable limit order. And if I'm just doing it as a passive limit order, I'm providing liquidity. I'm making liquidity there. Hey Rips, yesterday I was down 49,000 in my 50K account, and yesterday I made 4,000 on that gold rally up. Did I win the account? No, you have to, the maximum you can make on a 50K account is $1,500. You can't make more than $1,500 on a 50K account. So no, you have to lose some capital there. That's confusing. Oh goodness. Will you stream here or on Top Step today? And if there is a fire alarm on Top Step, if so, when? I'm only going to be here today. Coach Dakota is going to be on Fast Markets today on Top Step TV. So that's going to be pretty fun to see. On volatility moves, is best market orders join bid and join ask for what is the best entry? I mean, it depends. You're going to, over time, if you're always using market orders and you're trading hundreds and hundreds of times per week, you're going to be losing money because so for instance, we're still on the 30-second here, and this is why this is moving so violently. But let's just say I fill here and I'm in at the market. I can, let's say the spreads are here and here. If I'm selling my order at the market, I'm going to get filled down here more likely than not. If I'm on the offer, like I would have just got filled right there, and that's your gap in liquidity. Now multiply that by hundreds and hundreds of times. You're going to be losing that much money over time. So it's always best to use a passive limit order to exit your trades if you can time the liquidity properly. But it's a difficult thing to do. And you'll often see me in here. If the market's moving very, very rapidly, then, I can miss trades like that. Let's go back to the 15-minute here. Yeah, we are coming back to that kerfuffle area. Anybody still long out there? This is pushing up beautifully above that 37 halves level. What value do you get from Bookmap? Does it help you with trades? Absolutely, Dan. 100%. 100%. Is there still availability to join your mastermind on June 3rd in Vegas? If so, where can I find more info about it? What? I don't know about any mastermind in June 3rd in Vegas. There must be a spam account pretending it's me. Hopefully they're not asking you for money, because that ain't me. I don't know about any June 3rd mastermind in Vegas. I do know about a Top Step Trading League that was going to be in Vegas, but it has been pushed to the fall. So curious about that, Jay Covey. If anybody's been messaged about some kind of Rips Mastermind June 3rd in Vegas and trying to ask you for money or something, that ain't me. Already booked my ticket for your mastermind. Oh, goodness. Hopefully nobody is falling for scams out there on social media. Rips, what do you think of my funded futures? Never used them before, so I have no comment. I've used Apex, I've used Top Step, and I think that's it. I'm pretty sure, yeah. I mean, I don't think I've ever used anything else. What is your stop loss? How many points? It is a 60 tick, so 15-point stop loss there. Yeah, I've never used my funded futures. I've only used Top Step and Apex there. Yeah, I'm curious about this mastermind thing in Vegas. That's kind of concerning there. Let's see here. I need to stop hesitating on trades. Just set them and forget it. Just make sure it's not an emotional trade, but then you have confluence and take the trade. If you hesitate, it's showing that you think you know what's going to happen, but you don't. Yeah, that's some good advice to stop hesitation is to just, also trade on a practice account versus a combine there. How much was the mastermind? I have no idea because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing any kind of mastermind or anything. I am doing a meetup, but I'm not charging for it. I'm doing a meetup in Vegas sometime in the fall, but we don't have dates on it yet because we want it to coincide with the Top Step Trader League there. Somebody else is having a mastermind in Vegas. Okay, so it's definitely not me. Any news from Top Step on the reset? I'm sure they're working on it right now behind the scenes. So we did hold those 537s there, so I'm back here long. Welcome, Jeff, to the VIP chat here. So we're back in the longs here, since we are still holding that 537 area. And we do want to be targeting this pinch of liquidity up towards 556, which is about 12 points from where we are now. There we go. Nice push up there to the 550s, which I do like to see. Equities aren't really squeezing all that much. Let's see how we swipe these 550s now. Let's see if we get a nice little push up here. 550 swipe. And seeing if we hold this here. Nice hold at 550. Nice perk up. I want to, again, we're seeing if this holds above these 550s here. I'm actually going to put my stop right at 48 quarters in case we do get a pullback underneath. There we go. Stopped out. So adding a little bit more chunk of change there. We're up $1,200 there. So just getting that little perk up to the 50s there on a one lot there. Got your reset and it worked. Yeah, so I did 2 forms during the day and then I did a Coach Dakota form. I've heard that the folks that did 3 forms during the day that didn't do the Coach Dakota form did not get the reset or it didn't work for them. So yeah. So if your reset wasn't working, try it again. That's what I would say. Try it again. Nobody tried to scam me. I just recall you were having a meetup in Vegas in June. Just curious if that's still happening. We're pushing that to the fall now, Jay Covey. I was concerned. There's a lot of scammers out there on social media, so I was just concerned. But yeah, so for you, Jay Covey, we are going to be doing a meetup in Vegas 100% of the time. It will be in the fall. We're just trying to have it coincide with Top Steps Trading League, which has been put on ice right now. Kevin says, I did 3 during the day and got the reset code and it worked fine. So I'm guessing you didn't do the Dakota reset. I didn't do the Dakota form and I did get my reset email this morning. So folks that were having issues with it, let's try to see if that code works for you now. I believe that the code, I can give it out because it won't work unless you did the forms, is just TV Crew 417. TVCREW 417. That is the code. So yeah, we're up about $400 in each of our combine accounts. Feeling pretty good about that so far, especially on no news, just trading this pure price action in front of us. Got a reset and we'll join your membership on Monday. Hey, good to see you there, Carlos. Great to have you in there. I did Dakota and it was sent to me, but didn't try it yet. Gotcha. Make sure to apply the code before checking out. Good advice there, Maverick. Can I do the forms right now? No. Yeah. Everybody who wants the reset, you got to pay attention to that stuff. If you ever want to get the reset, they announce that stuff. And, also we talk about it often here in the stream here. I did the 3 forms. I didn't do slow markets and got the reset. Thank you for that, Crypto Queen. So yeah, I think it's working for everybody now. 1,700 folks are watching and only 367 likes. Can we get those likes pumped up, folks? I would love to be doing a giveaway here. Thank you for letting us know there, Deviate. Would love to be doing a giveaway here. You know me, folks. I love me. I love to do me and the giveaways. It's just like, we're just like this. I love doing those things. So let's pump those up. We're at 442 likes. We get up to 500, we'll do a poll. We get up to 1,000 likes, and we will absolutely do a giveaway. And, I have a free, a $50 Amazon gift card to give away. Maybe I could even give away one of these shirts finally. Maybe do one of these NQ shirts, possibly. Give away one of those, maybe. Give away a free month of Clubhouse. We did a Top Step Combine yesterday and a free month of Clubhouse. So maybe we do one of those, right? What is the reset code? It is TV Crew 417, like that. But if you didn't do the forms, it's not going to work for you, unfortunately. Not even trading today. I'm here for the kerfuffle. I hit 15,000 on 5 accounts last night. Hey, trade for pay. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about there. Nice work. Visionary, you got yours and you didn't do Dakotas. Gotcha. XFA giveaway, welcome. You know what's funny, SW, is I actually asked Top Step if I could give away one of my past combines, and they said no. Which is just like, come on. Which forms? They were posted, what was that, 3 days ago? Or no, was it Thursday? Was it yesterday? Oh, maybe it was Wednesday. I can't remember when those forms happened, but yeah. The codes, they're not unique per account. It's just that if you did not get it, if you did not put in the forms, then it won't work for you. Has there any news about the micro conversion? It's going to be released when Top Step X is released. So we're talking about probably in the next 2 weeks here. I got a Top Step Combine. What would be my login for it? It's going to be in your email there, Goat Trades. I wonder if Top Step will allow resets of XFAs at some point. No, they would never do that. It wouldn't make any sense. They would never do that. I mean, maybe for $4,500 you could reset it, but it wouldn't make any sense. Has this happened to anyone in my combines come up like this if they are closed and done? It looks like you're still about $100 away from passing there. They don't show up in my Trade Evade account. You might have canceled your rebill. That could have been what happened there, Alfred. You might have canceled your rebill. That could be one of the things that did it there too. So let's see here. That'd be a risky business model. No kidding, right? Yeah, I mean, because people would just be YOLOing into those XFAs and then just, I'll just buy a reset and YOLO again, buy a reset, YOLO again. Oh, wow, I made 20 grand. This was easy. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Hey, is the reset for combines the price paid for the combine? Yes, it is, Chris. Yes. So $49 for a 50K, $99 for a 100K, and $149 for a 150K. Will the conversion be available for other platforms or only Top Step X? Only Top Step X. To start, at least. And I'm sure they're going to keep that under lock and key. All right, we have over 500 likes. Let's do a poll here, folks. Make sure that there's no space in their mixer. And I would also reach out. I mean, if you actually did all of the forms properly, I would just reach out again. And just make sure you're not confused. Like, make sure that you actually did all 3 of the forms there. All right, let's do a poll here. Wow, NQ is almost back to flat. We were almost down 2% yet last night. And NQ is almost back to flat here. What a market. This is great. Well, the NQ end the day in the green or the red. Green. Green, red. There we go. All right, vote away, folks. Get your votes in that poll there. We have the choice between green, red, mostly purple, or Relorn Joliolette. Absolutely no clue. Yeah, we have 2 options for absolutely no clue today. Had to vote purple. There you go. We are back under that 537 there. I don't know if anybody caught that short there off the highs, but that was a nice prescient close by us right up there. Again, not playing with hungry eyes today, not touching our XFAs anymore. Very happy with how we managed our XFAs yesterday. So, Reps, will you do Bookmap strategy? I don't know what the heck I'm looking at and what to do with the disco lights on my screen. Yeah, we talk about it in Bookmap. I'm preparing like a 2-hour webinar for Bookmap, which I'm really on the fence now that I might just split it up into like 5 separate webinars. But it's going to be about momentum strategy, how to read it, the certain market maker tricks, what it looks like icebergs when you're running into those, how they flash orders around, just certain ways that they're pushing, pulling liquidity. We'll start at the basics and then tool it up. I have an introduction to Bookmap webinar that's about 40 minutes long in the archive right now. That it's good. It just kind of walks you through my thought process on the day. I think it's on ES. But yeah, there's going to be more to come in the way of education on Bookmap. But you can go on their free YouTube channel and learn how they read it. I just disagree with a lot of stuff they say, and I read it my own specific way. So everybody's different, right? Everybody's absolutely different there. So yeah, that's what's going down there. I think it was TBM doing the Vegas thing. Yeah, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Who knows? Lord Jalala, my favorite color. Mine too. This is a beautiful color there. What do you suggest for beginners? Go for minis or micros? Micros, of course. Absolutely micros. News is not printing that Iran hit 5 targets out of the 7 on the first go. They're saying they blocked everything. I don't know about that, Richard. I'm not so sure. I just know that it was originally thought that it was a much bigger strike. And then now Iranian news is saying it wasn't a big strike, and then we're all good, saying, we're all good now. Everybody's settled. So I don't know. This is what you call the fog of war right now. There's a lot of misinformation out there. We don't really know what the truth is. And we are, for the most part, a lot of folks are thousands and thousands of miles away from any of this stuff. So, can't believe anything in the news these days. I agree with you, Scott. I'm with you on that one there. Anyone know if there was a webinar yesterday? There was not. It's not weekly webinars. No, so here's the thing, Josh. I only do webinars when I have good quality. I don't want to have it so that if you go into the archive that you are sitting there and saying, well, which one should I watch? There's 100 different webinars in here. No, we're all about quality in here. So yeah, just only doing quality in here. Italy says Israel gave U.S. last minute warning about Iran attack. I feel like there was more than a last minute warning. I feel like they said that, hey, we're going to retaliate, everybody. And they said that like on Sunday. And we're gonna retaliate, so look out. And then everybody thought that nothing was going to happen. Every week would be quality. Nah. I mean, again, the thing is, I would love to be able to do it, but then I just know that I wouldn't be able to give quality. It just wouldn't be quality. And I mean, you know, Josh, we do the wrap calls here every single day after we get off YouTube. We do the wrap calls in here, and I feel like those are like the mini webinars, and I've started to record those a little bit, but I mean, those are like your mini webinars. The full-fledged webinars, those are where I put a lot of time into those, and I want to make sure that they are, they're just like rock solid quality. Because you know what I never hear in here, by the way? I never hear people saying, oh yeah, don't watch that webinar. Oh, skip that one or skip that one. It's like everybody's, the consensus usually is like, yo, these are great. We love these. So yeah. No webinar yesterday, just market death. Yeah, it was a beautiful, beautiful move. Like this was an insane move here to the downside. Yeah, that was like, it just kept going and going and going. I'm kind of upset that I didn't catch the reflex trade, but it's like, it's not that I'm upset. It's just like, you want, like, I wish the market would have opened today here. That would have been really, really nice, because that would have been a fun trade to have on. Let's see here. The webinars alone are worth the subscription price. Thanks, Chris. Oh, thank you, Seth. Appreciate you. I was accidentally on my work account and was so confused why I couldn't chat. What was your work account? Did I just mute? No, I'm still talking. But we can mess with you really quick. Ready? Just kidding. Yeah, it was a daily demand zone there, down there at the lows. Still bearish until the 1st of May. What's going to happen during May there? What's happening during May? I've been watching the Iran-Israel match closely, and the news has been so wrong on things, it's got to be on purpose. I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest with you. It's like I said, I call this the fog of war. And, you know, this has happened for, if you've been trading during other conflicts, we kind of get a lot of misinformation on the table. Oh gosh, what was the last one that we had? We had like an AI generated picture of some kind of attack in the US, and that tanked the market. We were trading SPY options that day, and it tanked the market. And I just remember I was really, really late to react on it. And I swear I sold into the bottom, and I lost like, $4,000 on this trade, and it was just horrible. So why do you care about the conflict? What do you mean? In what, I obviously care about the loss of innocent human life. I think that if you don't care about that, I think that you might be a sociopath or something. But I care about the loss of innocent life. That's a terrible thing. And then also from a business perspective, I care about it because if we're not up to date with the information, it's going to, as a trader here, this is my primary job to be a trader. I want to be making sure that I'm on top of the news and knowing what's going to be happening here. So from two different perspectives, but first perspective is I care very deeply about the loss of innocent life, and I don't want to see that anywhere in the world. That's like John Hoagland says, pray for peace. You want to see peace in the world. You don't want to see conflict, even if it generates a great trading environment or whatever the case. You want peace in this world. You want people to not be getting caught in the crossfire of a larger regime that is dictating what's going to happen in your life. So yeah, it's a terrible thing. War is a terrible, terrible thing there. Dang, I just got paid by breaking one of my rules. No, that's not a good thing. But I knew the trade needed some extra space for it to work. Just went into the settings, maybe a PDLL bigger to allow the trade to work, and hit TP right after. Switch my PDLL back to what it was before. Be careful. Be very, very careful there. Be very, very careful. Hey, if you all make too much on your combine, sometimes by thousands, you can lose it easy by hitting the reverse order button on TradingView. Will drain money fast. Yes, that is the way to do it there. People are killed every day, everywhere, not just from wars. No kidding? I had no idea. Wait, so you're telling me that people die every day, David? This is news to me. Do you have any other neat facts like that where, that is like mind-blowing. Where did you come up with that? That is like, that must have been, you must have sat there and contemplated that for a long, long time there. That is a deep, deep thought. That is just deep right here. So why are you so focused on the conflict? Why are you just immediately banned from oh shoot, there you went. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh goodness. We hit 161.8%, 17,825. This was my max bear target. If we go rip over 800, upside looks very, very good. Want this to close on a strong on a daily. If we start green next week, reversal is coming, in my opinion. Well, yeah, it very well could, but it's good to be drawing those things on your charts there. It's definitely good to be drawing those things on your charts. You want to be aware of that stuff. Be aware of certain prices and, that this stuff is going to change the directionality of the market. So what's max profit? 1K moved up to 1,500 since its top step. You definitely want to have that lockout thing on Top Step X lock you out when you've made $1,500. If you have it a little bit lower, that can be fine too. It just will take you a little bit longer to pass the account if you're trying to push things, right? Don't you think Top Step should do something about the dashboard? There's nothing on it. What do you mean? Dashboard works great. Rose got to say you're funny when sarcastic. That's how I get my jollies off here in the morning here. By the way, what's going on with the poll? We are 42% saying green today. And by the way, we are down about a 1/10% here in the NQ, 1/10% in the, well, let's see what the S&P is at here. Oh, S&P is flat. Look at that. So S&P is completely flat from yesterday. What are we at here on likes? Folks, let's get up to 1,000 likes. There's 1,700 folks watching in here. If we get up to 1,000 likes, we're going to do that giveaway straight out the gate here. We do have about 10 minutes until the top of the hour, and we should see a nice kerfuffle. But for now, at least from what I'm seeing, and we're going to go into the 5-minute chart here, at least from what I'm seeing, we're holding above 480s. We're just kind of kerfuffling here at 537. If we make a run back above 537 and we show a nice solidification above that level, we bounce there, we could absolutely see this starting to break out and run to the top side here. But this is the level that we want to be watching here, 590 quarters. And it's really close to a level where we could pop above 590, hit 600, and then come right back down. So you want to be watching for that. It's a whole number liquidity level. Like 600 is a big deal. There's going to be a lot of people that are selling into 600. There's going to be longs from overnight that are going to be selling into 600s. So that's what we want to be watching on the table today. We are down here like just above 500 right now, trading 530s. So 70 points away, we can see this auctioning back up towards that 590 here. And so keep that on your mind today. For a breakdown, we do want to see these 480s starting to really give out. This has been a big, strong area of liquidity here in the morning session. So if we do break down those 480s, we could be making our way down much lower here into this area of liquidity. And you can see how comfortable the market was auctioning in that. You can see this volume shelf sticking out right here. The auction was very comfortable finding price here until we had this breakout of this area and then solidification at this clubhouse level. So a lot of different scenarios can play out today. I will be trading this on Top Step combines. I'm not going to be touching my XFAs. So I think that we have a good chance to make some extra cash today. We're up about $400 in each one of our combines, and I'm about $3,000 from passing. I'm not going to go for that $3,000 to pass, but I will try to make a couple $100 more there. So, Rips, is there any market moving news today in your eyes? No. Absolutely not. Nothing outside of Mr. Raphael Bostic, who's going to be speaking at 10:30 today. Let me see if they have any Q&A for that. Moderated Q&A. There is going to be a live stream for that. So if I have the link, I will post that in the Discord. But I don't know. He is a non-voter, but he has been known to move the markets and stir up volatility quite a bit here. And it's going to be a very, very interesting day in here. As a transplanted New Yorker, I appreciate the sarcasm. Out here in LA, you just drop a touch of sarcasm and they cry. Hey, mate, quick question. What is the tool above your camera window in the stream called? It's right here. This is a Bookmap. How do you use it? It's just a way to represent the liquidity. You connect the data feed to it, and it just represents the liquidity in a way that my brain understands it. And so these the size of the bubbles right here represents how much volume is added, how much liquidity in realms of volume has been added or taken or pushed and pulled from the market here. And these lines right here represent how much resting liquidity there is. The darker the line, the thicker the liquidity. And this just gives you the price action, what we've seen in the past there. So it's a great tool if you interpret data in the same way that mine interprets it. Everybody's different. I used to trade off a footprint chart and a price ladder. So for me, this is the way that my mind best interprets all of this data over here. So that's why I use Bookmap there. We hit our 1 hour supply. Yeah, we could. That could be it. That could be the topping area of the market here, especially if we don't find any buyers back above 537 in a jiffy here. So, but we'll be seeing here. We'll be seeing. Rips, is there any market moving news? Yeah, we answered that one already here. Hey, Rips, can you see investors holding stocks into the weekend with the risk of escalation in the Middle East, maybe an end of day sell-off? That's a really, I like that a lot there, Tackleberry. That's one thing that, too, if you're not doing this in your day-to-day, it's something you do want to consider. So Tackleberry asking, for longer-term investors, are we going to see them kind of pull out, fearing that what happened last night could happen and be an even bigger escalation that we saw overnight? Because if the market reacted on that small of a thing, I mean, wasn't initially a small report. It was kind of there's a lot of fear in that report, given that, it could potentially be the start of a big war. When two countries are going hot with each other, it can be very, very dangerous. especially when they're nuclear powers. And so, yeah, there could be some investors that are bringing out their capital and trying to pull back, but you have to remember there's tax implications of pulling out of closing positions early. You really have to be strong on that opinion. So it's more so for, I would say, larger funds who are, managing risk and rotating in and out of sectors. I think it'll be applicable more so to those types of traders versus longer term investors. But we would have to see, I think, conflict actually really light up and sustain for those longer term investors to pull out. So that would be my feedback on it. But yes, keeping that risk of escalation at the top of your mind is going to help feed your bias, not really feed your bias, but feed your awareness of what could be happening in the situation today versus like, the end of the day comes and you're sitting there and all of a sudden the market's selling off and you're saying, well, why is it selling off right now? None of this makes any sense. So be like Tackleberry in here. Always think about all of the scenarios for the day that can be affecting the pricing of the market there. Rips, we need you on Top Sub Tuesday. Oh, get out of here. Anne-Marie is great. Love annual. I'm reading the next line here. Samuel D. Anne-Marie. Samuel D. I had to AI that word to see what it meant. Which one? What was the word? How many XFAs do I currently have? 3. We got 3. Tops Up TV, Dakota, and Rips Wisdom put me over the top. Thanks for all the wisdom here. Nice, Quinn. Happy to hear that. Let's see. Catching up on all of the chat here. We have a very active chat this morning. Let's see. Please make a webinar on Bookmap. We do have one right now. Anne-Marie hurts my brain to listen to. She's got to go. No, come on. She's great. I think she's fantastic. We had Anne-Marie as a guest when we did the takeover, as well as Market Stalker D. It was great. Awesome. I mean, if everybody's different, everybody's got a different flavor, so I wouldn't say that anybody's bad on there. It's just everybody's got a different flavor, right? Happy Friday, Tim. Good to see you. Rips, do you think 40 tick stop loss is way too tight for NQ? I use a 60 tick stop, but I often move it. There's going to be times when I have a 40 tick stop when I move it towards the area of market structure. It's more about your entry. If your entry is at an area where, it's kind of like a make or break area, 40 ticks could be a great stop. It just depends on the trade that you're taking, the area of the structure that you're taking that from. If you're trading momentum, if you're trading, the market is kind of resting. Like right now, the market's kind of resting right here. So if you used a 40 tick stop, going long here, having this break of structure to the downside would negate that trade. So a 40 tick stop, I think, would be pretty decent here. Be a 40 tick stop. That's perfectly fine. Hey, Rip's been watching for 2 weeks now. Absolutely appreciate everything you're doing here for other futures trader. Awesome. I'm happy you're enjoying that there. Jay Patrick asks, any advice on when you should increase your size after being consistent for a couple of weeks? I would do it very slowly. Depends on how many, what are you trading right now, Jay Patrick? How many lots are you using right now? I'm curious. 4 to 5 minis. I mean, that's a lot. If you're being successful with 4 to 5 minis, I would say maybe tool it up to 7, cap it at 7 and see how you do with 7. That'd be a pretty decent increase. What would that be? A 20% increase? Or am I wrong on that? What would that be? 30% increase? No, 40% increase. Yeah, that'd be a 40% increase in your size. 5.2% interest rate in my Vanguard money market account. No market exposure. Love that, Trader Joe. Very smart. Get in those fixies there. Love that. Let's see here. Everyone takes bad entries. Yeah, I mean, bad entries can be killer, right, Gary? It can be killer. Yeah, 40%. Sorry, my math ain't mathing this morning. Rips, I was ripping it up last night on my XFA 3K. Nice, Tim. Let's go. There you go. Tilted One says, I'm so sad. Made the mistake of trading with a practice with 5 contracts. Was supposed to trade with 1 and still had 5 contracts. And well, that didn't go well. It's okay. I mean, thankfully it was in your practice account. Thankfully it wasn't in a combine or anything. Do you have definitions for your so descriptive terms? Which ones? I mean, if you want me to define something, just let me know. What time frame am I on? This is a 5-minute over here. Usually this is set to 15 minutes. So this is usually how I have it. And then I have a 5-minute chart that I'm trading off of right here. And right now we're up in our combines, $1,100, up in our XFAs, $8,400 from last night. So very, very happy about that. Hey, Reps, when did you decide to trade Momo and when do you decide to trade range? It depends. When the price action is momentous, I'll trade momentum. If we are in a range bound, I will try to range bound trade, but I favor momentum over everything. I love being a momentum trader. It's been my bread and butter for years. And it's something that, I taught myself just through experience in the market. And it's my favorite price action to trade there. Hey, what's up? Always growing. Good to see you. I don't know how you can't swing trade on Top Step. You can. I mean, as long as you're closing your trades out by 4 o'clock Eastern time. Yeah. Oh, I think he meant he had 5 contracts when he went back to live. Ooh, yeah, that's a big oof right there. When journaling my trades, should I log my P&L if I'm trading multiple combines and XFAs? It gets confusing. Yeah, also look into, Mitch, recording your screen because that will be super helpful as well. Just record your screen there. Hey, happy Friday, Discount. Good to see you there. Some 41 goodbye tour this summer. They're back again? Oh, my goodness. I can't believe it. They're back again. Boy, well, they must be like 50 years old now. That's not swing trading. No, I know. But it's what we can do. That's the closest thing that we can swing trade for prop firms, right? That's the closest thing we get. Swing trading is expensive if you want to do it even on a regular brokerage account. You got to have a lot of equity in your account. Hey, Rips, I currently have $90 to draw down my XFA before I lose the account. Trade 1 micro. It's going to be very, very difficult, but it is possible. It is possible. But I would start working on another combine. And then I would also journal out and write down what got you to the path of getting to that drawdown and find out if you can fix those leaks for next time, because it's very, very difficult. I was over my profit target by 500. Now I'm over by 900. Trying to lose money is harder than I thought. I have no problem losing when I'm trying to make money. All you have to do, Chris, is just put on a 1 lot and then click that reverse button over and over and over. It'll drain your account of fees and it'll bring that profit target lower. Don't try to, a lot of people mess around and try to hit trades and, I think it's going to go long here, so I'm going to short it. And, don't do that. It's a huge waste of your time. You should value your time a lot more than that. Just flip contracts. Put on a 1 lot and just click reverse, 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 reverse. And that will get your your profit target down there. Last night with Dakota was fast markets. He showed a trade how he trades fast markets was interesting. Yeah, it was a great show. It was a great show. Dakota's been putting in a lot of effort lately for the community, and I think it's really, really great what he's been doing. He's been dedicating a lot of his own personal time to the community, and not a lot of people out there will do that. And he's very concerned about how the community is trading, and he wants to help people out in the community. And I think there's something to be said about a person that has that type of character. So big round of applause for Dakota, putting in a lot of hours lately, especially doing that slow market segment on Top Step TV. It's been a real amazing thing for him to do that there. I made more money trying to lose money. Again, flip contracts. Folks, make it too hard on yourselves there. There's a 20-second trade rule in Top Step. No, there is not. There is not. There's all these rumors that float around about these weird rules and everything. None of them are true, by the way. None of them are true. There's really only one rule. Don't make more than 50% of that profit target. And I guess don't hit your maximum daily loss limit. That's it. That's pretty much it. Outside of that, do whatever the flip you want. 97% tilt on NKD. Kind of cringe. I forgot. That was a funny comment. Dakota. Yeah, Coach Dakota. Yep. He's been putting in the hours. He's been a really amazing person. Great character. Dakota is awesome. Knowing you guys are trading buddies makes me like you even more. I'm blessed to have Dakota as my trading buddy. We talk every single day, between the good days and the hard days. I love when we're both on the ticket where we both have good days. Yesterday, he was having a rough day. Day before that, on Monday, I was talking to him about the FOMO I was having from missing that trade. I was like, man, I'm so angry right now. I never leave my compound. I never, ever leave the site here. And then the day I leave is like my perfect bread and butter momentum setup to the downside. I could have made like on the low end $60,000 to $80,000. I'm so frustrated. And then we're talking each other through it. And then he's been a little bit frustrated. I talk him through it. It's, if you don't have a trading buddy, you have to find one. It's we're actually going to put a channel here in the Discord where you can match up and find a trading buddy. I'm going to do that over this weekend here. I was in a trading room before and the guy put levels on his servers and our membership would put them on our chart. It takes me 15 minutes to put your level on a chart. Not complaining. This is a suggestion. Good news, Jacobson. We do actually have a tool that does it. Check out this right here, where there's a tool that does it for you. And it works for TradingView, works for NinjaTrader, and I think Trade of 8 as well. So yeah, check that out there, Jacobson. If you can hear me, I don't even know if you're watching the stream right now, but check it out. We do have a tool that was built by one of our talented developers in here that automatically adds all of the Clubhouse levels to your chart. But yeah, I think that's going to be a cool addition here in the Discord where we have a way to meet up with a trading buddy because we've been having a lot of, especially when I've been doing some one-on-ones, I've had, I've had a lot of people asking about, hey, I don't have a trading buddy. Do you know where I can find one? It's like, yeah, reach out to somebody in the Discord. And they're like, yeah, I've tried and nobody's really responding. So yeah, we're going to have a little hub for that now where you can find that thing there. With the hours they spend trading and teaching, decoding rips give new meaning to the phrase, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Yeah, there you go. I love it when you and Coach both place trades on opposite sides and they both come in. Yeah, it's very rare. It does happen, though. It really does happen there. Oh, goodness. 32 male in New York looking for a trading buddy. That's funny. ASL. There you go. Oh, goodness me. Let's see here. My cat is my trading buddy. Right before I lose a trade, he always starts meowing. That's a great indicator. Have that kitty cat indicator there. So we are about 25 minutes here from the market open, about 20 minutes from a big injection of liquidity. We are coming back down after we swept liquidity above that 537. Somebody called that out. They said it's an hourly pivot. I like that a lot there, that hourly pivot up there. So if you caught that short there, you're looking pretty good there. And this is, again, why we didn't run into the day with hungry eyes. We're closing our trade up there. It's not like, oh, just keep holding and holding and then you get dumped on. But yeah, this is some nice price action here to the downside right now. Very, very nice sweep back to the downside there. Hey, Rip, sad to make money with war event, but yesterday online Dakota stream, I marked 5K on 3 XFA. Nice work there, Squeeze. Yeah, I mean, it's a mixed feeling, right? You obviously, it's not good that we have such a terrible conflict going on as we do all times, seemingly in this world. It's be a very nasty place from time to time, and you know, you just have to count your blessings that we are fortunate enough to not be caught in the crossfires of conflict at this moment. And say a prayer for those that are. And yeah, it is our job as traders to try to capitalize on situations. So we do the best we can with what we have. And it's just normal human emotion to feel bad about it from time to time. Has anyone done research on how the tilt over 80% always ends up sending the chart in the opposite way? There might be something to be said about that. I'm sure that some folks are split testing that, maybe plugging in some kind of some kind of sniffing tool to read that tilt indicator and then feeding it data. There could be something to be said about that. I think that it would probably be worth some type of back testing there. Where can I find the episode that you teach about Bookmap? It's currently available in our Discord. If you want to see all the webinars that are available in the Discord, I'll drop a link right here. And if you sign up for the 7-day trial, you can sign up, cancel right away, and binge watch all the webinars for free. It's very easy to do. You just come in, watch all the webinars, cancel right away. There's no problem doing that. Watch all the webinars, binge watch them over the weekend, and you're good to go. Problem is that it isn't affects us. The problem is when we don't recognize these moments when we get tilty. Yeah, tilt can be one of the worst things for us as traders. It can be one of the most fantastically awful things for us as traders there. Yeah, you're guessing the tool is also in the Discord. What tool? I don't know what tool you're talking about there. Ribs, I made $1,500 yesterday and $1,504 today. Did it violate the consistency rule? No, you're good, General Kraken. It's okay if you make like a couple dollars. You're good. Congratulations. Sounds like you passed your combine. Awesome. You're all good there. Bookmap is too expensive. I disagree. I would not be wanting to trade without it. I think that it's worth every penny. It's only, what is it, $80 a month? I mean, if you're trading and $80 a month is expensive, I mean, thank goodness we have prop firms, but you might want to be doing something else with your time for the time being if $80 a month is expensive for a tool. And I'm just trying to be honest. I'm not trying to insult anybody, but $80 a month is, I mean, you're trying to be a trader. $80 a month shouldn't be considered expensive, in my opinion. This is just my opinion, but yeah, I mean, you might, because combines are going to cost you $49. So yeah, you might, I would probably be doing something else, in my opinion there. I've thought about scraping the tilt data to make an indicator. You should, Jack. You absolutely should there. I know someone who made 23K on an XFA last night will be a nice cash out. Nice. Yeah, absolutely. That'd be great. Bookmap is okay. Get you a Jigsaw dome and stare at it for a year. That's what I did, Bryce. I used to use footprint chart and Jigsaw. That was my primary vehicle for trading there. Do you still have Apex accounts? I actually do, but I haven't used them in a long time. Bookmap is $40 through TD. Yeah, but it's not the full featured version there. Yeah, it's not a full featured version. Who here is a software developer? We have a couple. They're in miscellaneous tools there, Waleed. You can find them. Cargo Colt is one of them. Rips, why $80? I thought it was $39 with your discount plus feed from Rhythmac. Or do you need? Yeah, if you have all of the data, Dragon, it's all in. It's $80. Plus, actually, it's a little bit cheaper because you're right. You get the MC20 discount is cheaper. You're right. So yeah, it's a little bit cheaper than $80. My idea of money has changed since being a trader. I have to remind myself 600 is a big amount of money to non-traders. It's like 60 bucks to me. It's our perspective of money gets warped as traders, especially if you've had, big losing days or big winning days. It can really warp your perspective of money. But what's interesting is that, I've always found too as a trader where it's like, you can put on a trade and you pay like $100 to put on that trade in fees alone. Like if you're putting on a large position in equities or trading like a massive amount of options contracts, your fees could be $100. And then like you're looking at something later in the day. It's like, oh, I want to get this t-shirt is like $49. And you're like, oof, I don't know, $49. Ooh, I don't know. But then it's like, you have no problem paying $100 in fees to just open a trade. It's just funny how that works, right? Rips, did you trade last night when the attack broke the headlines? I did. Let me show this again for everybody who's joining the stream a little bit late here. This is my lay of the land currently right there. So we are up $8,400 in these two express funded accounts. There's a copy trade issue with this one, so I just said to heck with it. And by the time I had it all kind of working, I was like, whatever, I'm not even going to worry about it. And then these are our combine trades this morning here. So yeah, we're sitting pretty good. I'm definitely not going to touch my XFAs. Last thing I want to do is give away any of that profit in my XFAs. We've had a really strong week in our XFAs, and I just want to maintain as much of that profit as possible. So I'm not going to touch my XFAs for the rest of the day today. So very happy with our trade this morning there. Rips, are those pivot lines on TradingView? No, it's only available on NinjaTrader. Although I believe that somebody did release some kind of indicator like hourly high, hourly low for TradingView. So I use it only on NinjaTrader myself. I don't use it on TradingView. I have a hard time trading smaller lots. What mental exercise do you suggest? Well, what's the issue that you're having? Is it the dollar amount? If it's the dollar amount, change your readout on your chart to points or ticks instead of currency. That might help you a lot too there. Yeah, very sensible. Right. Yeah, I don't want to give any of it back. I've had a very strong week in my express funded accounts this week, and I don't want to give any of it back. It's Friday. If it was Thursday, maybe, because you have to think about it. I have, on that's over $7,000 of drawdown now currently in each of those accounts. Just on the day alone before I'd hit maximum daily loss, because 4,000 in profit plus 3,000 on the drawdown. So it's a lot. If I saw the market really, really well, I'd probably want to be kind of aggressive in some trades, but I'm not going to push the ticket today. It's Friday. I'd like to go into the weekend. And imagine if I lost my profit on these XFAs, my wife would not be happy. She'd be sitting there and like, why are you still talking about the markets? It's Saturday. Can you shut up? Because I know I'd be so upset. Be like, why did I trade? Why did I do that? And most of the time it's going to work out. I'm going to make more money. But that rare time when you're just not reading the market right, you give back those profits, especially after nailing something like last night. Oh, there's nothing worse. Nothing worse. Is that 5-minute red doji candle at 710 a bullish order block? Let's see. 5 minutes. 7:10 a.m. This one right here. Yeah, that is. Yes, that is 100%. So can draw that out right here. Good eye there. NQ Wolf or GC Wolf. My apologies. I forgot we are the GC Wolf now there. Yeah, there you go. Bullish order block for you. My wife hung up on me this morning for losing accounts. Oh goodness. That's not a good thing there. What are we at on likes here? What are we at? We are at 787 likes. We get to 1,000, we'll do a giveaway, folks. Can't make it any easier. By the way, I'm going to hit the restroom really, really quick before the market opens. We've got about 12 minutes before the next injection of liquidity, 17 minutes before the market opens. I'll be right back with you, folks. Oh, yeah, we're back. Oh, my goodness, we are back. Anybody take any trades? This is still coming down a little bit here. A little bit of flushacito to the downside, but remember what we talked about here. This is a big level. If it does come down and takes this level out, retest, boom, boom, we would be looking for a long on that clear out right there. That'd be nice. That'd be nice and juicy there. I had 2 live accounts go to close tab, but I didn't break any rules. I don't know. That's did you fail your rebill or did you cancel the accounts? Got to be a reason. Must be a reason. My wife will walk by the screen when I'm up like 200 and be like, close it, you made some money. That's not a good distraction to have. You don't want to have that. Oh, yeah, wait, hold on. You folks know what time it is, right? Oh, you know what time it is. I know you know what time it is. Grab that silver bullet, folks. Get it ready. Make sure it's cold and crack a cold one with me. It is time to get those Coors Light out, folks. It is Blue Mountain time. I can't believe that's a thing now. We're going to get that sponsorship. Oh, goodness. Taste the Rockies. It's delicious. Robert says, a nice shirt. Yeah, this is the NQ shirt right here. Look at that bad boy. All right, yeah. This thing's gonna be coming out soon. I promise. It will be coming out soon. It will. Do any of you traders have local meetup? DPA. That's a good question. That's that cosmic vibe time. I'm doing the grape today. Good to see you there, Paul. What is that level? It is 17,480, and it is an MC level that we've had. Hit max profit for a 150K account. Lock it up for the day, and thank you, Ribs, for all the levels. Nice. Let's go, Luke. I'm talking about. There is a glitch with X on rebuilds. I had support, reset, and reinstate missing ones after being charged 6 times for 3 accounts. Oh my. Yeah, make sure you keep a track of that there. Louisiana traders, Baton Rouge. Ooh, nice. Baton Rouge. Very cool. Hey, Ribs, my Bookmap doesn't move with price. I've looked online to no avail. Do you know the settings to make the screen scroll with price? Yes. Let me show you. That's a great question. So check this out. When you move it like that, you see this little arrow thing that pops up right here? You got to click that. You click that, and then boom, we're back moving with price. So that's what the issue is there. Boomer, that should get you suited and booted there. If you don't slam a beer before open, are you really even trading? I'm from that same camp there, Travis. That's what I'm saying. You got to grip it and rip it, slam it. Just suck it on down. I was a dunce and tried to short at 1:30 a.m. with hungry eyes after missing that big dump. I literally knew I was being bad, but had to trade. So there's something to be said about that, and I hope you're journaling that, because you're talking about me in those first 3 years. That's exactly what I used to be doing. That was me to a T. I know I'm doing something wrong, but I'm doing it anyway. Let's go. And it's like, what am I doing this for? Who is this person? Why am I even trying to do this right now? This is ridiculous. But that's the tilt monster. We have the tilt monster that grabs a hold of us sometimes and just makes us do those ridiculous things there. Yeah, Louisiana, looking for a meetup there. Who was that? That was Jacobson. Looking for a meetup there. Ooh, Big Sexy, you got the, what is that? Green apple. Ooh, I like that one. It's a delicious one. Topstep has been sending out double emails for the past week. I haven't been getting double emails myself. Hey, Rips, on the daily chart, is that a rejection of the daily order block? Let's check it out here. Let's go over here. On the NQ, I'm assuming. That was for FX Spartan. Okay, let's see. Go to the daily. And let's see. Are we talking about something down here-ish? Let me see. This guy right here would be what I'm assuming, or this one. This would be your takeout candle. The problem is that we don't have a valid. Let me ask first. Is this what we're talking about? This one right here. This candle on the 31st of January. Are we on the same page here? Tell me the date on the daily candle that you're talking about there, FX Spartan, and then we can get moving here. Office motivation picture. Who is that? Let me see here. Oh, you're talking about much lower. You're talking about. Wait. Where is that? Here? Why don't I have, my wick doesn't go down that low. My wick does not, doesn't go down that low. Maybe, there we go. I didn't have, I have to have the contract. Yeah, I got you. Okay, gotcha. Yep, we're on the same page now. Okay, so, yes. Okay, so yes, 100%. But here's the rub though. Gotta get my magnet on. Here's the rub, is that if we want to get super technical, it's literally to here, and we didn't touch it yet because we're using the wick, right? So technically we haven't touched it yet. But if we're using the whole shebangles, then by golly, what an entry. I mean, you got to have some serious risk tolerance for that bad dogger, but by golly, what an entry. So I would say, did you catch any of that? That'd be a stupendous trade right there. That would be incredible. This is the daily yacht flyer. You can always see right here. It'll tell you what time frame I'm on right there. 1D. 1D is 1 day, not one standard deviation. Can we get a room tour? Yeah, I'll do that for sure. Hey, Rips, how much does Meta weigh on the NQ? Did you see the news about Apple canceling WhatsApp? Yes, I did. That was the breaking news this morning. Thank you for pointing that out there, Robert. Yeah, so they canceled WhatsApp as well as, what's the other? Threads, which nobody uses. Can you imagine people, they're like, yeah, I use Threads and I'm in China. Can you imagine that? I can't believe that, right? Yeah, so they canceled Threads and WhatsApp in China due to security concerns. And I don't know. WhatsApp is huge, but everybody uses WeChat in China. So I can't imagine that that is really going to affect the markets all that much. But Meta does have a big effect on the NQ. We've seen Meta just launching ever since they announced, what is it? Not only a share buyback, but their dividend, 50-cent dividend per share, which is like, that's some big money right there. Yeah, it's only in China. So if you're using WhatsApp, you're still going to be able to use it in any country outside of China. But yeah, WeChat is, everybody uses WeChat in China. Nobody cares about WhatsApp. I mean, people use WhatsApp, but I think they're using it for nefarious purposes. Well, WeChat too, but yeah, most people in China are using WeChat. They don't really care about WhatsApp outside of, whatever. Let's see here. Caught a small bounce, but didn't have the stomach to hold. Hey, that's okay. I mean, looking at that on the daily, it was a nice setup. It was a very nice setup. But again, if you want to get super technical pants, we're looking like that. There's your, I guess we can draw this here. Bullish order block. And then we'll call this bullish order block 1 day on the 1D. 1DZ for sheezy. OMG, you just showed me how to use the magnet tool. I thought it was just an emoji. No. It's a good thing to use. SMCI off a cliff right now? Let's see. Let's go to the 1 minute and let's look at SMCI. I mean, not really. Well, actually, sorry, I'm wrong on that. Yeah, don't know. Let me see. What was the news on SMCI? I know that Taiwan Semi had terrible forward-looking guidance, but somebody pulling out of SMCI here. Oh, wait, did they do their earnings? No, they're doing their earnings on April 30th. Not really seeing anything. Maybe somebody got an early look at their forward-looking guidance. In several of its most recent quarters, SMCI has raised preliminary guidance in the same time frame as the announcement, about 2 weeks ahead of its earnings release. So we are about 2 weeks ahead. So maybe somebody got a quick little snapper dinger on the boot scoot and boogie for the forward-looking guidance, and it's terrible, right? Rest, to become a Clubhouse member, do we have to be a top step account holder? No, not at all. No, it's open to anybody. We have folks that trade all sorts of different prop firms, and even some folks that trade their own money. When you were talking about the wick on the daily, why did you choose those candles? Because that was where the order block formed. So if we're going back to the NQ here, go back to the 1D. So, we have, this is creating an up thrust, which creates a break of structure. We have a valid takeout on this candle here, which took out liquidity from that candle. So valid takeout. Break of structure to the north side, and everything qualifies, meets all the criteria. Upthrust, impulsive, break of structure, and the fair value gap is created. So there you go. All of those criteria, and then the takeout candle, which is the fifth criteria, which happens to matter quite a bit. NQ is coming down here. We are 5 minutes from the open. There's your 925 injection of liquidity. Let's go back to our NQ chart here. So this is where we're going to be watching the price of whether or not this holds this break below, and then we meander back to the north side here. But that was that 925 injection of liquidity, which we do know happens on the daily here. The fact that they're bidding that right now is very interesting here. So we are 5 minutes until the open here, folks. 5 minutes. Coming down heavily here. So maybe we do meander all the way into this bullish order block. This is a 5-minute block. We can label that as such. 5M here. Yeah, it does look like it's reclaiming this area. Let's see. I'm going to take that long here, actually, on a 1 lot. And I want to have my stop pretty... I actually like where my stop is here. So seeing if we can... what is that? 740... Or 470, rather. Let's see. 469.5. And let's see if we can catch this bounce, because we're looking for this right here to hold. We're looking for that hold above that 480 level. So 480 is where we're looking for on that hold. We got a terrible fill, but we're here for it there. I ticked my trailing stop on the short term, then dumped. Oh, dear. My goodness gracious. So let's see if we can get this nice perk up back into that 17,500 area. That would be a beautiful, beautiful thing to see here right off the open. We might have to close this, though, as we are running into the open, and can get a little bit sticky here. So let's see. I might want to flatten this right before the open if we don't up jump the boogie here into those 90s really, really quickly. So watching here on this bounce, some liquidity being posted up to the north side here. But they're not swiping it with impedance. Every time Rips gets one person to join TopStep, they give him 6,000 combines for free. How'd you know? Did you read the contract? Oh my gosh, the secret is out here. I'm going to cover that right there. So I'll give it a little bit back here on our combines. $630 still in the green, but I just want to wait until the market opens. It can be a little bit dicey after what happened last night. So if we weren't getting that up jump through 490, I just want to cover there just in case. And yeah, I think that we have a good chance of this holding here off the open. But again, it's going to be very, very volatile off this open. After all the juice that happened overnight, the fact that it is Mopex Friday, and the fact that we're going to have a lot of order matching here off the open because of how gnarly it was last night. So keep that in mind for your trading today here, folks. Do SMAs have more validity on a higher time frame? It depends. I like to have it on a higher time frame and then tool down in a lower time frame and look for elements within other elements there. VWAP is so far down there. It's so far away. Who sang that song? Is that Stained? No. Nickelback is so far away. Who sang So Far Away? That's a great tune. Is it A7X? Really? Is it Stained? Oh, geez. Now we don't know. Wow, look at that burst right up above those 90s there. Look at how crazy that is. Holy smoke. Is it Stained? Oh, okay. That's a great tune right there. Carol King. All right, we are coming back up. We are, what, less than 90 seconds now until the open here. Silverchair. That's a name I haven't heard in a while there. Avenged Sevenfold has a song So Far Away. They're a great band, too. Oh, getting a little FOMO here from having the perfect entry, but not the right wherewithal to hold. We were just cutting it a little bit close there to the entry, so congratulations to anybody who ended up holding that there in Dire Straits. I thought you were talking about the Dire Straits song. Yeah, not that one. That's a different one. That's So Far Away From Me. That's a great track right there. I love that one. That's a completely different one. I was thinking of, there's multiple songs. Tried changing your time frame. Let's see which one. NQ chart is looking like this. Did the contract roll over till yesterday? You might want to do B80G as well. Cumbersome is a class of, yes. Silverchair is excellent. What's my favorite Silverchair? It's oh man, the album with the frog on it is an excellent album. All right, inside 30 seconds, folks. Buckle up, buckaroos, because it's about to be a bumpy ride. Let's have some fun today. And make sure we're slamming that lucky like button, because if you don't, you might not have a green day. I can't promise you anything, but yeah, Frog Stomp. Great album. Great album there. Offspring. Come on, Deviate. That's easy. That's simple. Give us a hard one. And you probably play Bad Habit on repeat, right? Tailgating people, putting on Bad Habit. All right, coming down here, folks. Coming down. coming on down here. Let's see if we hit this this order block to the downside here. I have no trade on, but I want to see if we solidify any bids here for us to try to snipe along. Remember, I'm trading this in combines, folks. I'm not touching my XFAs today. There's nothing that's going to make me do that. So I'm going to be trading on combines, trying to keep it nice and relaxed. See if we can remain in the green here. Yeah, Nitro Youth Entity. Great track, great track. The water from the tap is very hard to drink. Yeah, we're getting blasted with a fire hose right in the mouth right now with all of these orders hitting the market. But we're not making new highs here, but we are basing out. We're just chopping in a little bit of a range here. None of the equities are perking up. Meta's on the way down. People are selling on that WhatsApp news. Interesting to see that. Google is holding up. Microsoft's holding up here. Kind of want to try to put on a little bit of a long here as we are coming down. I'm putting on a long here and trying to risk this down to about 65. Man, stopped out immediately. I was trying to put on a long to see if we're going to hold, but now we're coming into that bullish order block. This is going to be the next area that I'm going to try for a long here, even though we are coming down. So again, trying a long right here. And my stop needs to be down at the 20s. So I'm going to move my stop down. Oh, whoops. We got to move this as well. So trying a long right into that encroachment of that bullish order block here and looking for an add above 55, but this thing could just dump on us here. So watching for this above 55 now. Adding for that pushback above 55, 2 lots on here. See if we can get a little boot scoot and boogie back up to 80 or so. That would be ideal here. Pulling off one of our contracts on that push to the north side here, moving our stop back to break even. On the nice push that was right off the order block strategy, 5-minute order block. And who called that out for us? It was who called that order block out for us? That was it's amazing. Whoever did that. Thank you for calling out that. JC Wolf, not surprised at all. Very talented trader here. All right, we're locking in more profit here, folks. 470 is where our stop is. We made it above those 480s, but do we have the push to make it above into those 500s? That is the question, folks, and we'll be here for the answer. Just stay tuned. More coming to you here on the Market Clubhouse YouTube live stream. Oh, goodness. Hey, there we go. Stopped out. All right, so we were up $630. Let's put a little more cheddar on our cheese sandwich there. $1,286 there in the green. Did anybody catch that nice little trade off the order block there? A little touch and go, little prance and dance there to the downside, to the upside, and twist it all around. Make everybody happy there. Nice. W's in the chat there. Can I resize the screen? That should be good there, right? I feel like that one's pretty good now. So my stop was a little bit tight there, and we are kind of running hot. Let's see if we can actually hold above these 480s. This would be my next attempt at a long here. Holding above 480s would be ideal, and I'm going to try that long here since we are currently holding. We're looking for this encroachment above 500s now. So 500s is the hot ticket that we're looking for. I'm going to put my stop just under 80, so if we get a little of a pullback that we can add into that here. So looking for a pullback into those 80s. Can we hold above 80s for now? We're seeing a little bit of selling side coming in, and we got stopped out there. So give it a little bit of a price action back there. We wanted to see that hold right here. We want to see that holding above those 80s. Stop might have been a little bit too tight. So I'm looking for this still from the long side here. Watching carefully here. And doing another long, looking for this breakout above 95 now. And want to see if we can actually hold this above these 80s here. Watching. We have a little bit of liquidity there. Going above those 90s would be key for an add. So watching here carefully. There's a little boot, scoot, and boogie up towards the 90s. We are seeing equities fade in Meta right here and Google. So that's not giving me a lot of confidence in this trade. But if we get up above 95, we should squeeze right to 500 here. So watching this carefully. Watching. Looking for this little up jump here into that 95. Nice push up. Can we hold the push? A little bit stubborn here on this price action. Watching here. Still holding above the 90s. Trying to snipe this appropriately. We are rejecting into those 95s, but if we start doing a blowout above 500s, this thing can get very, very speedy here. So that's what we're watching for. Looking here on this pullback. Again, pulling back to those 80s or so. I want to see how heavy these offers are. Right now, it's looking somewhat heavy. I'm not liking that tremendously. A little bit heavy on the offer side. Let's see if we can hold this 80 pull. Coming down a little bit here. And seeing if we can time a nice pushback above these 80s. If we can, then we would go long looking for that 90-95 to trade. A little slight pullback here. Yeah, seeing some thicker offers into these 80s, but if we break above these 80s, we could start to see the tape turn back up here. So just watching here. We have our stop right here at 68 and pulled into that 70 liquidity. It's still looking a little bit heavy to the top side here, looking for an add above 80 if we get that. Watching here. There's that push above 80. Can we sweep higher? Adding right there. Looking for this to push back into 85 now. Watching. Equities still are fading here, but the NQ is holding up, which is interesting to see. S&P is also holding up as well. We just got a 2 lot on here. Still holding at these 70s, watching carefully. Right, here's our stop, 68. So getting stopped out there, taking a small loss. See if we can recenter ourselves again. And we are still holding, again, still at these 65s. Very, very choppy here. A lot of disagreement. We are running into a little bit of that Mopex chop. So I want to see if we are flushing 65s. If we do, this is a big area in the structure where if we are flushing through these, all right, we're going to actually try that short here. If we are flushing through these 65s and holding this flush, we will make new lows here through these 45s. So watching here on any kind of pushback up, a rejection of 65 would be keen for this right now. Adding into that rejection of 65, we did get that contract on there. Watching carefully here into these 55s. And looking for this pull of 60s now. Watching carefully, pull of 60s would mean that we have a lot of liquidity to probe there down in those low 40s. So watching here, adding into that for this little flushacito. And looking for this pull right into those low 40s now. Watching carefully, there's a nice pull covering 2 right there. Looking for that 50 pull again, 50s, and there's that 40 pull that we're looking for. Beautiful, beautiful pull to the downside there. Back into that bullish order block, but that's okay. We're going to protect our profits here. 51 is where our stop's going to be. And stopped out there. So a little bit of shaking and baking around. We are back in the green here, up $569. A little bit of give back, but we did flip it into the right direction there. Does Rich teach a strat? Seems like a scalper. Honest question. Yeah, we go through the strategy every single day here in Clubhouse. Tune in every single morning, 8 o'clock on YouTube here. You're watching for this still to give out here. We have 33 as a target to the downside. And I'm trying, yeah, this is just going way too quick for me here. Watching here on a little bit of a pump up. And I'm going to try that short now that we are tumbling here. Through 33 would be a big rejection point, and we could target as low as 410 here. So let's see if we can get a little bit stronger on a deep pullback here, watching potentially up to 45. So reject at 50 would be the hot ticket, and it stopped out there. A little back and forth here, a little bit of back and forth. Little give, little take. We can take this order block off of our chart now that we have kind of negated it. We are weak up here in these 50s. Still looking at taking this to the short side, but just really range bound right here on this open. Just very, very range bound. Getting as scalpy as we possibly can here. Nice rejection there at 55. Beautiful rejection. Watching for this sweep of 40s now. I like the overhead rejection at 45 here. Adding a little bit into that. Seeing if we can get this. I want to trade down through 33 halves here. Through 33 halves would be the hot ticket for us. So watching here through 33 halves. I want to see liquidity being defended all the way up to 45 here. Adding into that again for looking for this 33 sweep to the downside. Beautiful, beautiful sweep. Nice move here. Covering a little bit there. Covering 2 more. Beautiful sweep back to the downside. And we'll protect a little bit of the potential pushback up. We tagged right into that 33 halves level, but we need to see a nice flush on that here. So looking for that clean flush below 33 now. And if we don't break that with quickness, then we will probably try to boogie out of this position. So testing 33 halves again. Big Clubhouse level here to the downside. Watching. Looks like it doesn't want to break yet. We might get stopped out here on the remainder, but let's see. So 33 halves, if that gives out, then we are in business here. Watching for 33 halves. Knocking on that door. Knock, knock. Who's there? It's the Friday Clubhouse crew. Let's see those 33 halves trade down here. That just might be the base case until we get a little pop, and then we maybe test it again on the flusher side. So it's still popping here. It's still looking heavy. I almost want to move my stop a little bit higher just in case. Still looking heavy here for a potential that we would blow through those 33 halves. Watching here. Oh, big shift in liquidity. I'm seeing some buyers coming in on the tape there above 35. So getting stopped out there. That pumps us up a little bit. We were up 569. Now we're up 941. So again, we're chopping around here, just chopping around this range, trying to nail what we can from the scalp side here. I've been wondering how you have your stop increase in contract size. I use the ATM strategy. That's how it works. Yeah, what is the tilt right now? I'm curious about that. Look at that big rejection there into the 60s again. We got to take that again short. Big rejection. We should be tapping into these 33s now. I think we have enough liquidity to break on through. Adding into that here for this breakthrough 33 halves. This should give a nice trade through 33 halves here. We do have enough liquidity. We sought that liquidity up towards the 60s here. I think we got enough to bust on through these buyers here at 33 halves. So trying to time this correctly here. Watching on any kind of bounce. Can we break through that? That's a strong level for us right now, 33 halves. It really does want to bust on through. There's a lot of bidders right there at 33 halves. We just have to have enough liquidity to break on through to the other side. That's right. Break on through to the other side. We're hitting it with all the quotes today. All right, coming up towards these 50s, that's where a good spot to short would be, up at those 50s again. Watching here, there's that 50 pull. Where's our stop? 57. I might actually have to move that up a little bit there, just in case we can tag this up here towards 60. Watching. Tagging that right there, looking for this 50 to pull now. Watching. Looking for 50 to pull. We're up against 60 here. Ooh, big buyer stepping in right there. Just right under 60. Big buyer. We're going to get stopped out right there. So taking a loss right there. We're trying to time that again. They're doing these little draws of liquidity, which are a little bit poppy. Like right now, big buy side coming in. If I can time this right, I can actually hit this back down. Watching here carefully. So up here at 70s. Trying to time this again here. Okay. Barreling into this, watching for that 50 pull. Again, if we get through 50, we can really start to smack this thing. So watching here. A little bit of a pullback. Staying right at 65. Going for that next pop. Trying to time this again appropriately here. And wow, right through to 75, adding into that. We're right at 79 where our stop is. Trying to time this again, right at 75. If we can get this pull of liquidity right below 75, tagging into this. And we do have a lot of buyers there, so we might get stopped out here. Watching. And stopped out there. So taking the L there on that one. We had our stop right there, just under 80. That is unfortunate. Coming right back to those 80s, just trying to short that bounce. We are trading right in between these lines here, right in between these levels, 80 and 33. Problem was that we were looking for that 33 to break. If we get that 33 to break, we are looking for 387 targeted to the downside there. And that was the pull I was looking for. Unfortunately, we did not get that pull there. So we are pushing up against those 80s. We had our stop right at 79, and that might have been just the top of that extension. Should have ended up probably having that a little bit higher. If we would have had that stop just a little bit higher there, I think that we could have had a nice draw back down on a rejection here of 80. Just passed my 50K on the long from 442. Nice work there, Eric. Way to go. So Meta is the only one that's kind of drooping here. Meta is the only one that's kind of giving us some clawback here. We're back at this like 80, 85 area where we've had, I mean, this is starting to really get squeezed. I will try a little bit of a long here. Why not? So looking for longs here. So just trying to get a little bit of this push. We want to see this up. If we get through 500s here, actually adding into that for this push eventually through these 500s here, watching very carefully here. And I do have a tight stop on this one. So if we do get pulled out, it'll be on a rejection up through 500 here. So watching here on that pull up towards 500. Hopefully we can just smash right there. We go through 500s here, watching carefully if we can break through and hold. Watching here on this hold through 500s now. And I can get aggressive here if we actually hold this push. We don't reject here on 500s. That would be terrible if we rejected right here. Looking for a potential add on this pullback, and I might just stop out actually. Watching. Yeah, I'm going to stop out right there. So yeah, I was looking for that push through those 500s there, looking for that continuation, that follow through. Unfortunately, we did not get that. So yeah, let's see. Did we get the likes here, folks? Because, you know, I'm trading combines and I'm not in the pocket today. So feeling like I'm not trading this effectively, and definitely don't want to be touching any XFAs with this price action here. So let's see, how many likes did we get here on the video? Because I'd love to do a giveaway if we got up to 1,000 likes. We are at right now 940 likes. If we get 60 really, really quickly, then we could do it. We could absolutely do it there. So there's a nice pull up through that liquidity of 500. I was looking for continuation and we just didn't get it. So we ended up stopping out there. Next week, a lot of big tech earnings. Yeah, next week is going to be the Thunderdome of earnings there. The Thunderdome of earnings. If we get 40 more likes, folks, well, 7 more likes, we will do a giveaway here. And that'll be a lot of fun. Your knowledge of self is as good as the market makes you a strong trader. Yeah, you just have to know, you know, when you're in the pocket or when you're not in the pocket. And today's one of those days where we're just not in the pocket with trading our combines there. I was trying to short it on the way up and then trying to get through those 500s, and then that pullback back down to the 80s. 20 handle pullback is what wrecked us right there. So there we are. We already got to 1,000 likes. Wow, look at this pulling right through 500s now. Holy smokes. This thing is getting, now we're getting a little bit wild here. This is definitely pushing up here quite a bit. Let's see if we actually hold this push through 510s at all. I am curious here. Coming back down a little bit on those 505s. Tech is kind of pushing here. So coming back down to those 505s, I want to see if we are holding this push at all, because we do have room up to 537 or so. So let's see here. I am curious, just a little bit curious here on this push up, if we can actually see this holding these 505s here. It's interesting seeing this squeeze as hard as it is. So let's see. Right here at 505s again, still holding up. Just have to be wary of like a 20. There's your 20 handle flush right there. 510 all the way down to 490. Holy smokes, this market is moving. This thing is going all over the place here. Looking like some dip buyers there at the 90s. Very, very whippy stuff. And this is indicative that we are on Mopex Friday. All the monthlies are expiring today. Looking like 500 might get a little bit defended. All right, let's go ahead and do a giveaway here, folks. I was seeing if I was going to do a follow-up trade there, but let's do a giveaway here. Let's do a quick little giveaway. This will be for a free month of Clubhouse. Yeah, this is definitely ranging around. So we'll do a free month of Clubhouse here. Get this all loaded up. And we're going to make the keyword here. Let's do this. Channel member luck is going to be 5 times more lucky, by the way. 5 times more lucky. That's what we're going to do. Keyword is going to be, there we go. All right. And let's get this dragged on over here. All right, boom. Here we go, folks. If you want to be entered into the giveaway, there's a couple quick rules here. So right here is my handle on Twitter and Instagram. We're trying to get to 5,000 followers on Instagram right now and trying to get to 20,000 followers on Twitter. So please go ahead and follow the accounts over there. The keyword of the day, by the way, is going to be, ready? And just type it in one single time. It's going to be Choppy Friday, because that's what we're in here today with, a very, very choppy Friday here, an extremely choppy Friday. So type in Choppy Friday. And by the way, channel members, you will be getting 5 times more luck. And this is for a free month of Clubhouse. So just type that in the YouTube chat there. Choppy Friday is the keyword, Choppy Friday. And let's see if we can make it happen here. Just type it in one single time. We'll put about a minute and a half on the clock here. And by the way, here's the lay of the land that we're dealing with over here. We were green on combines, but we are going red on those 3 combines right there. Still staying green. We didn't touch our express funded accounts. As I said, we would not, sticking true to our discipline. But hey, tried to play with some combines here. Ended up getting just smashed in the face on those. So that brings the balance of those combines down to 152,000 a pop. So, you know, it is what it is. They were pretty close to passing and it ended up giving back just a little bit there on those. But that's the way that it works sometimes, folks. You got to expect that some days you're going to be the bug. Some days you're going to be the windshield delivering that beating. And thankfully, we didn't touch that in our XFAs and give back any of that sweet, juicy profit that we had from last night's trade there. So still ending up the day with $8,400 of profit in our XFAs there. and our 2 XFA accounts. Very, very happy with that. But yeah, by golly, this is a choppy day. Look at this 5-minute going right there. We did nail that one trade off the order block initially, but then we didn't get the follow through. Then we tried to short it all the way on the way up here, which was just tremendously terrible decision on our part. So yeah, we're just going to be cutting off our trading there with our combines. Not going to be touching our XFAs today. And that's going to be our story here on this very, very choppy mess so far here. Let's see here. Great morning, locking it up for the day. Nice work there, Air Bear. Way to go. 1 XFA and 4 combine accounts. Way to make it happen there. Love to see that. Beautiful, beautiful work there. You're up $1,000 in your XFA, up $5,600. What is that? $6,000, $7,000 in your combine. Beautiful work there. Looks choppy on the 1 minute, but on the 1 hour is clean bar down, looking for continuation. Yeah, we really, I mean, I was really confident we were going to break those 33s, but we had to get that big old draw of liquidity first, and that's what ended up smacking us in that face, in our face there, was that push up off of 33. I was pretty confident that we're going to break that 33, and it's probably what's going to happen now. We're probably going to come down and break that 33 area, but yeah, we ended up missing that there. So it is what it is, folks. We do have about what? Let's do 20 more seconds here and we'll do the giveaway. We have 374 people that are eligible here. 375 people that are eligible. Remember, just type in Choppy Friday. You have to be following me on Instagram and Twitter. When you win the giveaway, just type in your username. That's it. Just type in your username. That's it. That's it. Rips, this may sound crazy, but I always traded off the 2 minute. I'm trading the 15 minute and killing it. I love that. That's awesome. Yeah, trading off the 15-minute chart is an amazing thing, even though today it's just looking kind of choppy here. Big old chop. Chopped down to 33 halves, chopped above those 500s, rejected, and good golly, what a choppy day. All right, folks, let's get to rolling here. Remember, if you win, just type in your username and you can claim the prize here, which is a free month of Clubhouse. Here we go. 5, 4, 3. There is no Twitter? There is. It's Selling Rips. Selling Rips. That is the handle on Twitter. Selling Rips. I got the blue check mark and everything. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rolling. Martin XM, you have won the free month of Clubhouse. Martin XM. Yeah, it's now X. All right, going to put you on the clock here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and you're in the clock for 1 minute here. Let's see if we break these 33 halves now. I am curious here. We break these 33 halves. Yeah, there's the flush below, and there's the move that we were looking for. Seeing if we're going to bounce here, that would be the next kind of, yeah, this is wild here, watching this come down to those 33 halves and then find all that liquidity there. I wonder if we bounce right back up to 500 here. Very, very choppy here. All right, here, look at this. We got Martin claim this super early. I think if Martin did the rules and everything, then we're going to run the jewels on this really, really quickly here. Let's see. You do follow me, Martin. We're going to roll again, folks. Congratulations to Martin. Free month of Clubhouse. By the way, this is Martin's second time that he's won a free month of Clubhouse. Martin has won before. I don't know how. It's like every single person that wins has already won before. This is crazy. Absolutely nuts. All right, here we go, folks. Yeah, insane bounce, by the way. Look at this. Look at that bounce. Again, 33.50 supposed to give out. Doesn't do it. Big old bounce, 33.50 up to 70. Wow. Talk about 37 handle bounce. Wow. Insane. All right, here we go, folks. Here we go. Rolling in 5, 4, 3, 2, and Not Serious Studio. You have won a free month of Clubhouse. Are you with us? Not Serious Studio. And if you claim this lickety split, we're going to give away a third one. I'm feeling generous today. I'm going to be giving out a third one if you claim this very, very quick here. Not Serious Studio. We're going to put you on the clock. 1 minute starting now. You got 1 minute. 1 minute claim. 1 minute to claim. Hey, look at that. Not Serious. Let's see. Do you follow? And it must be on Instagram. Let's see. Not Serious. Yeah, you do follow me. Awesome. Give it up for Not Serious. Congrats. Free month. There we go. All right, we're rolling again, folks. Let's see if we can have the member luck actually play out here. Here we go, folks. 5, 4, 3. Final one here. Final Friday giveaway. Here we go. Logan Chartwalker, are you with us? I feel like Logan has won before. Logan Chartwalker, are you with us here? These repeat winners, like the luck that you folks have is just insane. I can't believe it. It's absolutely insane. All right, so here we go. Lloyd Boucher. I believe that you do follow me. Yep, here we go. You won a free Top Step Combine. Did you get that free Top Step Combine, by the way? Congrats. Free month. Well, congratulations to all of our winners there, folks. Congrats. Did get the Top Step Combine. Not yet. Okay, cool. Well, it should be on the way. I mean, when did we send that out here? I'll look into that for you. But yeah, congratulations. You should have got that. When was that? On Friday? Oh, it was on Friday. So maybe they haven't sent it yet. I would assume that they would send it within a week, but that. Yeah, there we go, folks. All right, so locking it up here. We are, like I said, given the final tally here on the day, we are locking up in the money that matters and the trades that mattered overnight. We did make $8,400 on our 2 express funded accounts. We did get smacked in the face trading the combines in this very, very choppy, difficult market. I mean, look at that on the 15-minute bars there. Look at those whips. Look at that chop. We knew it was going to be a choppy day today. Not a great day to navigate in our XFAs. So happy to lock it up here. $8,400 in the profit with our express funded accounts. And that's going to do it for the Friday stream, folks. I'm going to go meander over to the Discord, do a little Q&A, go do a wrap call in there. And folks on Discord, don't go anywhere. On YouTube, I will catch everybody in here back on Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern time. I hope to see you then. Have a great weekend, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you then. Take care. Take care.